Crown and Corolla show. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the great Mike Dawson!
My name is Mike. I talk for a living. What I do is called voiceover, and that's just a fancy way of saying that I read things that people with talent write. But work is getting, it's drying up. It's tough to find work in Hollywood these days, so I hope you guys don't mind. I had to find alternative ways to get some income. I got a little bit of this set sponsored tonight. Tonight's set brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden, when you're here, you perpetuate the myth that we make Italian food. Spent the last 30 years of my life in rock radio. I developed some very strong opinions about music in that time. I think that Eric Clapton song, Cocaine, should be faster. I did learn one thing in rock radio, and I've taken it with me my entire life. I found out when I was on the radio that I can say anything. I can say anything I want, no matter how offensive, obnoxious, stupid, and just plain hurtful. I can say it, as long as I end it with Rock 103. And then people are like, oh, it just softens it a little bit. He said Rock 103. It's cool. You know, her name was Nicole Brown Simpson, but we forget that OJ was also a Brown Simpson. Rock 103. I'm a fifth generation Californian, so I'm Mexican. You ever notice in California, everywhere you're not supposed to live ends in the word no? Chino, Encino, San Bernardino, Fresno, Sacramento. Do not live in those places. It is true though, I am Mexican. I found out late, I found out last Christmas that I am part Mexican. And I grew up with a Sicilian grandmother. When you grow up with a Sicilian grandmother, you are Sicilian. You are nothing else. But now that I found out I'm Mexican, I'm really trying to take my Mexican heritage and blend it in with my Sicilian upbringing. And I find that the two jive very well together. You see, as a Sicilian, I can hold a grudge my entire life. Now, as a Mexican, when that grudge turns 15, I throw a huge party for the person I hold it against. I call it a quinceañera an asshole. I learned something new the other day. You guys know what a gathering of crows is called? A murder. A murder. And crows are vicious, they're smart, they're aggressive. And a gathering of crows is called a murder. That is hardcore. Now I thought about it, and I thought about the raven. Now a raven is twice as big, twice as mean, twice as smart, twice as aggressive as a crow. Do you know what they call a gathering of ravens? A rape and murder. Rock 103. Had my dog cremated recently. That's okay, I waited till she was dead first. But it was a really awful experience. The people at the crematorium were not cool people. Left me with a bad taste in my mouth. But it led me to leaving my very first Yelp review ever. Do you guys leave reviews for anything? See, my mom leaves Amazon reviews. And the problem with leaving a review on Amazon is that as soon as you say something about a product, everybody automatically assumes you know everything about that product and they got questions. My mom bought me a sweater for Christmas and I really loved it, so my mom wrote on the Amazon page, "I bought this for my son for Christmas and he really loves it." 20 minutes later, some lady asks, "Will my husband like it?" Jesus, lady. So I left a review for the crematorium because, as I said, they were kind of dicks and it was an awful experience. But I just kept it simple. One sentence. I said, "This is the worst Korean barbecue ever." Wrong. 103. My name is Mike Dawson. Enjoy the rest of your night.